Good morning and welcome to the outskirts of Chennai, the hamlet of Tiruvitandai, for the inaugural function of India's largest defence exposition, Defexpo 2018. Representatives from more than 40 countries have assembled here. There are over 675 stalls which have been put up here, and out of which nearly 150 plus are by foreign entities who are showcasing their products here. In a short while from now, our Honourable Prime Minister will be arriving to inaugurate Defexpo 2018, and he will also, as part of today's program, visit the stalls, and thereafter he will witness a live demo of the firepower of our services here at Tiruvitandai. Participating in this morning's function, we also are going to have the Defence Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, who, of course, the Defence Ministry is organising Defexpo 2018, and we're also going to be having the Governor of Tamil Nadu, the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is one of the two states that's been selected to have a defence corridor, a hub of manufacturing units for the defence sector, Uttar Pradesh being the other state, as per the announcement that the government has made recently. The theme of Defexpo 2018 is India, the emerging defence manufacturing hub. The government has announced ambitious plans to scale up the defence manufacturing from the approximately $8 billion industry that it is in India today to over $26 billion by the year 2025. That is an almost threefold increase in the defence manufacturing capabilities of our country. One of the highlights of Defexpo 2018 is also the fact that as many as 15% of the stalls here belong to MSMEs, and the government is very keen on focusing on encouraging the MSME sector as far as defence production is concerned. The Honourable Prime Minister is also going to be inaugurating the Defence Innovation Scheme, which was actually announced as part of the Defence Production Policy. The scheme is called IDEX, or Innovations for Defence Excellence, and the Honourable Prime Minister is going to be launching this scheme also as part of this morning's function. We've got the chiefs from the services, we've got a large number of representatives from different countries who are also assembled here today, and at the same time we've also got the research and development institutions, DRDO, having a major presence here. For the first time there is an India Pavilion, a pavilion which is dedicated to Indian manufacturing companies in the defence sector, and at Defexpo 2018 one of the major attractions is the India Pavilion. Across the road on the other side towards the sea, that's where the live demo is going to be held. The Defexpo 2018 started, actually the exhibition started yesterday. The formal inaugural function is going to begin in a few minutes time, and later on the event itself, the Defexpo 2018, will be open to the public on the 14th of this month. That is day after tomorrow. The public will be allowed in to witness the stalls and see all the exhibits here located at Tiruvitandai. It's taken a huge amount of planning and coordination to put this event together, and in a short while from now the Honourable Prime Minister will be landing at the specially created helipad a couple of kilometers away from Tiruvitandai, and Tiruvitandai, of course, is a very, very picturesque hamlet on the East Coast Road, the road which connects Chennai to Pondicherry and beyond, to Puducherry and beyond, and it's a very, very picturesque setting right on the sea of the Bay of Bengal. Just behind us is the Bay of Bengal, and it provides a wonderful setting for Defexpo 2018. With me, my colleague in Hindi is Squadron Leader Unni Nair, and over to Unni for his introductory comments.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sumant. It's a very special occasion. मैं थोड़ा mix करूँगा, English में भी बोलूँगा, हिंदी में भी बोलूँगा. I think for the fact that there are so many people out here, ये experience जो है मेरे लिए थोड़ा special है, क्योंकि मैं defense forces से आता हूँ. रिटायर करने के बाद ये पहला डिफेंस एक्सपोजिशन मैं अटेंड कर रहा हूँ. सो आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्सेप्ट द होल थिंग. और ये जो चेन्नई में हो रहा है, आई एम वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड विद द होल फैक्ट दैट वी बीन एबल टू पुट टुगेदर एक 67 एकर्स में जो ये इतना फैसिलिटी बना के हम अभी ये एक्सपोजिशन कर रहे हैं. और 650 स्टॉल्स के करीब यहाँ पर दिखाने जा रहे हैं. तो आपको क्या लगता है? आपका, I mean, what do you feel? What is your, how do you feel?
As far as this particular defense exposition is concerned, there are several firsts. One, of course, is the fact that there are going to be, for many years, the defense exposition used to be held in Delhi. Then, of course, in 2016, the Defexpo was held in Goa, and now in 2018, the Defexpo is being held in Chennai. The other major highlights of the Defexpo also include the focus this time on creating the incubating centers for innovation. One of the major areas of focus that has been identified is the need to have greater amount of private sector participation and a greater level of innovation in the defense manufacturing sector. The announcement of the two defense corridors, Uttar Pradesh in the Bundelkhand region, and being extended to areas like Agra, Kanpur and so on, and again in Tamil Nadu, connecting 5 cities of Chennai, Trichy, Salem, Coimbatore and Hosur, and of course eventually leading up to Bangalore. Now that would be the first of the defense corridors that the ministry has announced. The second defense corridor would be coming up in the state of Uttar Pradesh. There's also coordination. There's going to be an Indo-Russian meeting which is going to be held here. That's going to be held tomorrow. In fact, one of the highlights of Defexpo 2018's third day event is actually the collaboration meetings that are going to happen with Russia. There's also a naval exercise with South Korea. That is also part of Defexpo 2018. By the way, the Indian Navy has stationed ships right across in the Bay of Bengal, just across the venue. But they've also got some of their ships at the Chennai port, and the public have been encouraged to visit these ships on the 13th and on the 15th. As soon as the Prime Minister arrives, we're going to have the invocation song. Thereafter, the Honorable Prime Minister is going to witness a multimedia show. This is going to be a multimedia show that talks about Defexpo 2018. The Honorable Defence Minister would deliver the welcome address. There would be speeches by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, by the Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Thereafter, of course, the Honorable Prime Minister will speak, but the Prime Minister, as we said, is also going to be inaugurating or launching IDEX, the Innovations for Defence Excellence. After the formal function here is over, the Honorable Prime Minister will proceed to the India Pavilion. The India Pavilion, as we told you, is one of the highlights of Defexpo 2018. This is the first time that an India Pavilion is being organized at Defexpo, and he's going to be visiting the stall. A special sound and light show and an audio-visual presentation has been prepared. The Honorable Prime Minister will witness the special audio-visual screening, and thereafter he will then proceed across the road to the live demo arena. There will then be a live demonstration which the Honorable Prime Minister will witness, and thereafter that would sort of bring the curtains down on the inaugural function of Defexpo 2018. So the theme again, India as a defence manufacturing hub. India still imports a large proportion of its defence equipment, and the government is extremely keen to ensure that the quantum of imports go down and the domestic production is actually encouraged. So one of the major focus areas is to enhance the domestic production, and that is really the theme of Defexpo 2018. Unni.
Yeah, so I heard that, approximately out of the 100% of defense requirements that we have, 80% is being imported right now. And I think that is a very, very important part for us to know. If we are getting only 20% done here and we can just shift the equation, I think we'll be a country which will be exporting defense equipment more than importing. And I think that's a huge, and I think Tamil Nadu by itself, you talked about the quadrilateral. I think it is very important to know that we have the best manpower here, the skilled labor which has been doing automotive stuff they have been doing for so long. And it's in fact considered the Detroit of India. So while so much is happening here, why cannot be it shifted to the defense part of it? Okay, and I think this particular exposition, it's an amazing experience that I see here. They put up such a beautiful stage. So many people from so many different countries are here, and I think it's an honor to have the Honorable Prime Minister here inaugurating this whole show. I think one question that keeps coming up in everyone's mind is they keep calling me and asking, sir, how do public come and see the show? So Sumant, you have something to say that?
Yeah, the public can witness a visit the Defexpo 2018 day after tomorrow, 14th, and of course tomorrow they can go and visit the ships in the Chennai port, and they can also visit the ships again on the 15th. The other key highlight that we spoke to you about was the collaboration with Russia, and this is called the Indo-Russia Military Industry Conference. Indo-Russia Military Industry Conference. That is going to be held tomorrow. 47 delegations have come here, 13 of them at the inter-ministerial level. So this is a very, very high-profile event for India in the defense sector. It's a great opportunity to showcase our defense manufacturing capabilities before the world. And we've got delegations from the United States, the United Kingdom, Afghanistan, the Czech Republic, Finland, Italy, Madagascar, Myanmar, Nepal, Portugal, Republic of Korea, Seychelles and Vietnam, among 47 other countries who are participating in Defexpo 2018. There's also the theme, as we spoke to you earlier, of the focus on making the private sector more active in defense sector. It's been a theme that this government has wanted to focus on, because for very long defense manufacturing in India has essentially meant government units or the public sector undertakings. Now the government feels that the private sector may be allowed to compete on an equal footing with the public sector undertakings, and certain changes have been made in the defense procurement policies to enable a level playing field so that there can be greater private sector participation, and also greater innovation. The DRDO, for its part, is also very active. They have looked at not just the research capabilities of in-house research that DRDO is doing. DRDO is also supporting innovation across the board, and the formation of the announcement by the ministry in the defense procurement policy of the setting up of innovation hubs in different parts of India is another step in this direction. So we've got virtually a few minutes to go, hardly about 10 to 15 minutes to go for the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister here, and thereafter the function will begin. The members of the ministers of the Tamil Nadu government are already here. The Honorable Chief Minister, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister will also be arriving here, and of course we will also have the Defence Minister. The Defence Ministry is of course organizing this function, and the Governor of Tamil Nadu, who will also be participating in this program. As part of this event, as we told you earlier, yesterday we had the opening of the stalls. So we did have the business visitors who were coming in yesterday, and though the formal inauguration of the event itself is slated to begin in a few minutes' time. So as we await the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister, let us show you a few visuals from the stalls, from the India Pavilion, and from the various exhibitors who are here at Defexpo 2018. Let's now watch the visuals. Here at Defexpo 2018, we're joined by Dr. Amit Sahai, who's Joint Secretary, Department of Defence Production in the Ministry of Defence. Dr. Sahai, thank you for joining us. First of all, what are the highlights of Defexpo 2018?
Well, as you must have seen, our tagline states what we mean to do this time through
by Dr. Amit Sahai, who's Joint Secretary, Department of Defence Production in the Ministry of Defence. Dr. Sahai, thank you for joining us. First of all, what are the highlights of Defexpo 2018?
Well, as you must have seen, our tagline states what we mean to do this time through Defence Expo. The tagline says there, India, the emerging defence manufacturing hub. That is, the country is poised and the defence industry is poised at a cross junction where we would leap forward for bringing India into the arena of manufacturing and exporting the defence products rather than importing them. And for that, many policy decisions have been taken so far. First and foremost, we have tried to simplify the licensing of defence industry. The new defence industry policy is coming up very soon, which is being discussed throughout, and consultation is going on, through which we have put certain targets for ourselves to achieve by 2025. That includes exports as well as to make the indigenous products to that extent that the imports are reduced. So this is a two-pronged way by which we are. And as you are aware that recently in a CPSC conclave, the Honorable Prime Minister also stressed upon that the arena of or the time period of various imports of defence are gradually going to be no more. We are stepping up the production to that extent that we don't import and we also export to the friendly nations.
Yes.
That's it.
Defence production in India has predominantly been a public sector activity or the activity of the government. Is that also likely to change? Are we likely to see more private sector involvement in defence manufacturing in India?
If you see the recent capital procurement by our armed forces, you will see that earlier it used to be nomination way for DPSUs to produce and supply to the forces. But now the field is being opened for the private industry to come forward, and the DPSUs are now competing with the private industry and are taking up the challenge and coming forward to supply to the industry. So a level playing field is already there, wherein major items are being put up for procurement through open tenders.
Open tenders. Okay. Apart from the theme itself, which focuses on manufacturing, what are the how is this edition of Defexpo different from the previous ones that have been held? What are the other differences?
One major change, if you see, which you are very proud of, that we have put in an India Pavilion. The India Pavilion showcases the technologies developed within India and the industry, even the private industry, which have come forward to reduce the import bill for defence in the country. And those are being showcased exclusively in India Pavilion, and we are very proud to show that. And we invite everyone to have to go around that pavilion, and there is a light and sound show also, which will give the defence prowess and the manufacturing prowess of defence products of the country.
Finally, one question on the R&D and innovation. One of the major challenges in the area of defense in India has been the lack of a well-established R&D and innovation on a larger scale. I mean, we know we have DRDO and we have certain limited R&D facilities, but beyond that, are there any plans to sort of focus on encouraging innovation in this sector?
There is a scheme which has been launched by the Department of Defence Production, which is IDEX, which basically hinges on the innovative efforts of young professionals and innovators, and they are being handheld to startups, to go into startups. There are 2 defence corridors which have already been announced, and these defence corridors will help the industry, startups, and develop incubation centers for these industry to come up. And secondly, if you must have attended that recent a TOT with DRDO. DRDO has recently organized a program where 11 technologies have been transferred to either the DPSUs or to the private industry. So it's not that DRDO is also, the transfer of technology from DRDO to private industries has also become very simplified. So we are encouraging the private industry to take those technologies and come up and produce goods and systems for the armed forces.
Dr. Sai, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I think the theme that more than just manufacturing in India, it's also interesting to know that the ministry is working with the various agencies on encouraging innovation and getting the private sector involved as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's look forward to a successful Defexpo 2018.
Thanks a lot, and it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
We await the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister, who's expected here in the next 7 to 8 minutes or so. As we explained earlier, the Prime Minister will be landing at the helipad about 2 kilometers away from this venue, and he will then drive down to the inaugural function. The senior service officials from different countries have assembled here. As we said, delegations from 47 different countries are here. Ministers of the government of Tamil Nadu also here in full attendance, and as many as 13 ministerial delegations have also made it to Defexpo 2018, and more members from the Tamil Nadu cabinet. And another of the highlights, as we told you, of the inaugural function is going to be the Sound and Light show, the audiovisual presentation which the Honorable Prime Minister will witness soon after the formal inaugural function is completed. And as we said, delegations from the US, UK, Afghanistan, Czech Republic, Finland, Italy, Myanmar, Madagascar, Nepal, Portugal, Seychelles, Vietnam, and of course various other countries here to participate in Defexpo 2018. For many, many years, the Defexpo used to be held in Delhi alone, and subsequently it was decided to hold it in different cities across India, and in 2016 it was held in Goa, and now it's being held in Chennai. Tomorrow we're going to have the Indo-Russia Military Industry Conference, and that's going to be held. Over 100 Russian officials and 200 Indian industry leaders are participating, and this is being coordinated by the Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers. So a number of the exhibits which are seen here across the board, this includes armaments and weapon systems, the technology used to power defence equipment, to some things as mundane as mobility solutions for the defence sector in terms of vehicles. Now across the board they are displayed here. As we said, 680 plus stalls, 500 of them approximately from India, and over 150 from companies representing different entities from around the world. Unni.
Thank you, Dr. Sumant. और हम यहाँ पर ये मंच जो देख रहे हैं इतनी शानदार बनाया हुआ है, और हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की अराइवल के लिए हम वेट कर रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट बहुत एक्साइटेड हैं. अभी जो स्टैटिक डिस्प्ले आपने देखा वो एक बात है, फिर उसके बाद हम एक्चुअल डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस देखने जा रहे हैं जो बे ऑफ बंगाल की तरफ है. और ये जो फंक्शन है अभी इनॉग्रेशन प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के उपस्थिति में होगा और उसके बाद इंडिया पेविलियन विजिट करेंगे और उसके बाद जो है लाइव डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस जो ना होने जा रहा है. और अक्सर यही बात हो रही है फॉर द पास्ट 2 वीक्स 3 वीक्स जो है सभी पूछ रहे हैं कि यार हम कैसे जा सकते हैं, हाउ कैन वी सी दिस होल थिंग. सो आई एम श्योर दैट 14th is going to be the day which is going to have a lot of people on the ECR और बहुत लोग यहां पर होने जा रहे हैं. और ये जो ओपन टू पब्लिक जो सिचुएशन दिया है उनको सिर्फ एक ही बात का याद रखना है, उनके पास गवर्नमेंट आईडी होना चाहिए. तो ये जो इतना शानदार बनाया हुआ है यहां पर 67 एकर्स में जो एक्सटेंट यहां पर जो बनाया हुआ है और इस डिफेंस एक्सपो के लिए यहां पर किया हुआ है. Everyone can come and see, especially those in Tamil Nadu, very rare opportunity for seeing something so grand as this. So our Dr. Sumant और हम यहाँ पर हैं ये सिर्फ कमेंट्री देने के लिए कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर और क्या कुछ होने जा रहा है इस 3 दिन के बाद. इनफैक्ट ये जो कॉरिडोर हम बात करने जा रहे हैं कि तमिलनाडु को क्यों चुना गया, because I think it's a beautiful place for such manufacturing establishments, especially MSME segment जो है उसमें से यहाँ पर आने के लिए एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है और हमारा स्किल लेबर जो तमिलनाडु के हैं उनके लिए एक अपॉर्चुनिटी होगा इस काम के लिए, रोजगार के लिए. और ये आई थिंक इट इज एन एक्सलेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर अ होल लॉट ऑफ पीपल टू गेन फ्रॉम दिस होल एक्सपो.
As part of the live demo which the Honorable Prime Minister is going to witness today, there's going to be he's going to be witnessing Marine commandos jumping off the aircraft and landing safely, and thereafter ships in the area, helicopters, the light utility helicopters, the Cheetah helicopters, the light combat helicopters. Then of course there's also going to be the flight past of the aircraft. These include the Hawk, the Sukhoi 30, the Jaguar, and of course the LCA, which is another of the key aircraft for the Indian Air Force. And of course we've got the land demos with the Arjun battle tanks, we've got the T-72, we've got the autonomous unmanned ground vehicles, we've got the unexploded ordnance handling robos being displayed, and we also have the Dhanush which is going to be on a display. So a variety of systems which are going to and equipment which are going to participate in the demos which the Honorable Prime Minister is going to be witnessing in a while. The ATAGS, which is the Advanced Towed Artillery Gun Systems, and so on. So all of these are going to be witnessed by the Prime Minister as part of the live demo.
We're just waiting for this function to start, जहां पर प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी यहां पर इनॉग्रेट करने जा रहे हैं और कुछ ही क्षण में ये प्रोग्राम शुरू होने जा रहा है। और ये जो शानदार फैसिलिटीज जो आप देख रहे हैं, इट हैज बीन अ वर्क ऑफ अबाउट 2 months जहां ये सब तैयार हुआ है। एक 67 एकड़ कैंपस में जो चेन्नई के बहुत ही करीब है, ईस्ट कोस्ट रोड में है, दोनों तरफ 67 एकर्स का जो ये कैंपस बना हुआ है और बहुत शानदार बना हुआ है, इंक्लूडिंग ये जो आप देख रहे हैं अभी एयर कंडीशनड हॉल जो टेम्परेरीली बनाया गया है ओनली फॉर दिस एक्सपोजिशन। ये सब आप जो देख रहे हैं इट्स ओनली फॉर प्रमोटिंग द डेफेक्सपो 2018 जो अभी से 3 दिन होगा और 15th को खत्म हो जाएगा। और 14 तारीख को यहां पर जो भी पब्लिक ये सब देखना चाहते हैं, जिसको अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं होता है, और ये अपॉर्चुनिटी उनको भी दिया जाएगा। उनके पास सिर्फ गवर्नमेंट आईडी कार्ड होना चाहिए, उनको परमिशन यहां पर अंदर आने के लिए और देखने के लिए। हम समझ रहे हैं कि यदि ये एक्सपोजिशन और बच्चों को, यूथ को ये दिया जाए तो और प्रेरित होंगे और दे विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द आर्म फोर्सेस, नॉट ओनली एज अ कॉम्बैटेंट but also as people who can help the entire process of maintaining and retaining the strength of the armed forces. जो it's one of the largest in the entire world. India जो है especially looks forward to Tamil Nadu being a hub for this defense related production, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो है माहौल quite अच्छा रहता है और यहाँ पर जो स्किल लेबर है, दोनों महिला और जो आदमी है, यहाँ पर उनकी जो टैलेंट्स हैं, उनकी स्किल्स हैं, उनको यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं। और आर्मामेंट, एवियोनिक्स, सब कुछ में ये एमएसएमई सेगमेंट्स में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यहाँ पर इस हब में हो सकता है। यहाँ पर एक 5 सिटी का एक क्वाड्रिलेटरल बनाया गया है, चेन्नई से शुरू होके होसूर, कोयम्बतूर, ईरोड, ट्रिची और चेन्नई। ये जो क्वाड्रिलेटरल है उसमें ये मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेगमेंट्स और बनाएं और सभी को उसका बेनिफिट, लाभ भी मिले। ये सब करने में बहुत सारा प्लानिंग लगता है और टाइम लगता है, लेकिन ये जो इनिशिएटिव है, ये इनिशिएटिव है सबको पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए। और डिफेंस प्रोडक्शन आजकल जो हम 80% बाहरी देशों से इंपोर्ट करते हैं, ये यदि हम अपने ही देश में बना सकें तो इसे और बेहतर क्या हो सकता है। इन टर्म्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स कैन ऑल्सो बी एन एक्सपोर्ट हब फॉर डिफेंस रिलेटेड इक्विपमेंट। सो ये जो माहौल है बहुत ही बढ़िया है। आज हम यहाँ पर हैं, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी की अराइवल के लिए हम यहाँ पर एक्सपेक्टेंटली वेट कर रहे हैं और जब आएंगे तो ये इनॉग्रेशन होगा और उसके बाद वो इंडिया पेविलियन विजिट करेंगे और सारे जो एग्जिबिट्स हैं उसको देखेंगे and they will interact with those manufacturing hub segments, people who are represented here. यहाँ पर approximately 650-670 stalls यहाँ पर डिस्प्ले में लगाए गए हैं। इसमें से 150 यहाँ फॉरेन डिस्प्ले में किया गया है और 40 कंट्रीज के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स यहाँ पर हैं और इसमें से डिफेंस प्रोडक्शन करने वाले हैं, डिफेंस ऑफिसर्स हैं। तो ये माहौल जो है इट्स अ ह्यूज इनिशिएटिव बाय द गवर्नमेंट with a lot of support from the Tamil Nadu government and from the Defence Ministry, the government of India. यहाँ पर ये जो Defence Expo 2018 हो रहा है, कल यहाँ पर एक जस्ट एक ड्राई रन हुआ था और उसके बाद आज जो है इनॉग्रेशन हो रहा है और उसके बाद 2 दिन और चलेगा। 14 तारीख को, that is शनिवार को, यहाँ पर the public are invited to come and be a part of this whole exposition. And I think it's a great opportunity for a whole lot of people to be a part of this growth story. Make in India initiative जो इतनी भारत में अभी it's being spoken about. I think it's a great opportunity to see what it can be doing for the support of the armed forces. मुझे पता है, मैं डिफेंस सर्विसेज से आता हूं और जब मैं सियाचिन में पोस्ट था मुझे पता है कि कितने लोग हमारे तरफ दे आर पैट्रियोटिक, दे आर सपोर्टिव टू द होल इनिशिएटिव। एंड आई थिंक ये जो है इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए भी नहीं, बट ऑल्सो एज अ सपोर्ट, एज अ मोरल बूस्टर फॉर द इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेज हु आर ऑलमोस्ट constantly under pressure for maintaining the integrity and sovereignty of the country, इनके लिए भी एक encouragement होता है. और जो डिफेंस में काम करते हैं और उसके बाद रिटायरमेंट लेते हैं, उनके लिए भी एक अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि इस तरह की ये जो एमएसएमई सेगमेंट में जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हो सकता है टू सपोर्ट द डिफेंस सर्विसेज, इसमें वो काम कर सकते हैं और उसका लाभ भी ले सकते हैं.
Shots from the various pavilions which are here at Defexpo 2018, as we said, across the board, from heavy artillery, weaponry systems, technology, software that powers some of these smart weapon systems, and spreading across the three services, the Army, the Navy and the Air Force. So stalls are highlighting all different areas, and as we said, some of the innovative startups have also taken up stalls here. Startups in the defense sector is a relatively new trend in India, as the market potential for them until recently was not found to be, was not thought to be very high, but now a number of private startup companies have emerged who have started to work on innovation or what they believe will be tomorrow's technologies, and eventually they believe that India's defense forces would have to invest in tomorrow's technologies today, so as to be constantly up to date with the latest in the weapons systems around the world. Also today we see here stalls from different countries, manufacturers from different countries who are here, who have put up exhibits. Some of the big names which are very well known in the defense manufacturing sector: Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Saab, Airbus, Rosenbaron Exports, United Shipbuilding, BAE Systems from the UK, Wärtsilä, Rohde & Schwarz, Germany. These are some of the marquee names in the defense manufacturing world, and all of them are here today. In a short while, the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, will arrive at Defexpo 2018, and the inaugural function will commence. As we explained, the inaugural function also has a multimedia technology show about Defexpo 2018, and the Honorable Prime Minister will also launch the Innovations for Defence Excellence scheme, which was announced by the Defence Ministry recently, and the idea is to create innovation hubs in different parts of the country where entities can focus on innovations in defense related technologies. So that will also be launched. We will also have speeches from the Defense Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, and of course the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Shri Edappadi Palaniswamy, and the Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Shri O. Pannirselvam, and of course then the chief guest address by the Honorable Prime Minister. So all that set to start hopefully in the next 4 or 5 minutes, as soon as the Honorable Prime Minister arrives at Defexpo 2018.
आप ये जो शानदार स्टेज देख रहे हैं, वेटिंग फॉर द अराइवल ऑफ द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, और इनका जो प्रोग्राम है अभी यहाँ पर, जो पहले यहाँ पर आएंगे और फॉर्मल फंक्शन के बाद एक मल्टीमीडिया टेक्नोलॉजी शो होगा जो डिफेंस एक्सपो 2018 के बारे में सारे डिटेल्स शेयर करेंगे, और उसके बाद होगा रक्षा राज्य मंत्री जो वेलकम रिमार्क्स बोलेंगे, और उसके बाद डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर जो तमिलनाडु के हैं वो वेलकम रिमार्क्स देंगे, और the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu जनता को संबोधित करेंगे, and we'll have the रक्षा मंत्री जो श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारामन हैं जो तमिलनाडु के हैं, वो एड्रेस करेंगे, और उसके बाद होगा लॉन्च ऑफ आईडेक्स जो इनोवेशंस फॉर डिफेंस एक्सलेंस स्कीम है by the Prime Minister.
The Honorable Prime Minister has just arrived at Defexpo 2018, and in a minute or so we shall see him enter the pavilion where the inaugural function is going to be held. So This function will get underway within the next 5 minutes. The Honorable Prime Minister's motorcade arriving just about a minute ago. The entire Defexpo 2018 is being held over an area of 2.9 lakh square feet, which is actually larger than some of the previous editions of the Defexpo, with wide-ranging participation from all over the world. And the Honorable Prime Minister is about to enter the inaugural function pavilion for the inauguration of Defexpo 2018. There is Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, along with Defence Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, the service chiefs, entering the inaugural pavilion for the inaugural function of Defexpo 2018.
We just saw General Rawat and the Naval Chief, along with the Air Chief Marshal Dhanoa, accompanying Shri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, along with the Defence Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. They are all here for the inaugural part of the Defence Expo 2018. और ये जो माहौल है यहाँ पर, it's packed with excitement. और हम देखना चाहते हैं कि ये जो इनॉगरल फंक्शन के बाद जो यहाँ पर प्रोग्राम होगा वो क्या क्या यहाँ पर शोकेस करेंगे, और उसके बाद जो लाइव डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन होगा बे ऑफ बंगाल की तरफ वो कैसा होगा. हम सब उत्साहित हैं, हम ईगर हैं, वी आर एक्साइटेड.
Honorable State Ministers, Honorable MPs and Honorable MLAs. We also extend a warm welcome to the
Honorable Prime Minister along with the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, awaiting the start.
Welcome to Tamil Nadu, the land of very rich and vibrant culture.
The Honorable Prime Minister, and to his left the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Shri Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, members of the Tamil Nadu Cabinet seated in the row behind.
To kindly stand up for the invocation.
And the function will begin with the invocation song.
We now present before you a multimedia presentation depicting India's defense manufacturing capabilities and projecting India as an emerging defense manufacturing hub in the world. Let's watch through this presentation India's defense production today, tomorrow and future. Jai Hind! India, empower India, and amazing India. Now may I request Honorable Raksha Rajya Mantri Dr. Subhash Bhamre to kindly give his welcome remarks.
Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Banwarilal Purohit ji, Honorable Raksha Mantri Srimati Nirmala Sitaram ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru E.K. Palaniswamy ji, Honorable Deputy Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru U. Panvel ji, distinguished guests across the world, officials from Government of India, captains of industry, friends and from media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome all the eminent participants in this Expo 2018 being held in the scenic location of near Chennai. I especially welcome our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji, who has taken time out to attend this Defence Expo in spite of extremely busy schedule. We are grateful to his leadership and vision in transforming India and creating new India. We welcome all the guests who have come from out of India. We in the Ministry of Defence are trying to promote the defence production in the line of vision of our Prime Minister. That is the program of Make in India. We look forward to his continued guidance in our efforts in this direction. We have participation from over 47 countries, and we especially welcome our guests. I sincerely hope that you will find this confluence to be enriching and fruitful event and fulfilling experience. Defexpo India is biennially organized by the Ministry of Defence. Since 1999, it finds a place to the global calendar of such expos. This is the first time the event is being organized in Tamil Nadu or any part of South India. Ministry sincerely hopes by bringing this event to Chennai will encourage, give the great impetus to the defence production in this part of India. Tamil Nadu is a global hub for auto components, textiles, and this is emerging hub for electronics manufacturing. We hope that Defence Expo will generate the defence manufacturing in this state. Defence Expo 2000 is the biggest ever because the space occupied by this exhibition is 290,000 square feet, which is 30% more than the Defence Expo 2016. In consonance with the vision of Prime Minister, the theme of 2018 Defence Expo is India, the emerging manufacturing, defence manufacturing hub. This year the Defence Expo has highlighted the prowess of Indian defence industry. Sir, I am happy to say that over 702 exhibitors from India are showcasing their defence-related products in this Defence Expo. This is highest ever participation by the Indian exhibitor in any expo, and I compliment them. MSMEs are backbone of defence production, and there are 10,000 MSME are associated with the defence production. Government has also encouraged the participation of MSMEs we have given 50% concessional rates to the MSMEs, and space occupied by 20% of expo space is occupied by MSMEs. Defense Expo is full of activities. There are daily live shows. There are light and sound show in India Pavilion. Over 12 business seminars are conducted by various defense chambers. Hundreds of business meetings. It is going to be full of activities, and our guests are going to be very busy next week. Let me draw your attention. This Defense Expo has attraction other than work as well. Apart from doing business at Defense Expo, you can enjoy the scenic beauty of East Coast of India, and I also encourage our guests to visit the heritage site of Mahabalipuram and Kolamandalam Artist Village. Both these places are 10 to 12 kilometers from here. We have made the transport arrangement, and we hope that you will enjoy these trips. Government of Tamil Nadu are active partners in organizing this Defense Expo. We thank them for making various arrangements, including those of relating to the water, transport, electricity, and etc. I once again take this opportunity to welcome all the participants, guests, and exhibitors. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Raksha Rajya Mantri. May I request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru O. Pannir Selvam, for his address.
Respected and Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Banwarilal Purohit, Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, Honorable Union Minister for Defence, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Lok Sabha, Sri Thambidurai, Honorable Union Minister for State, Finance and Shipping, Sri Pon Radhakrishnan, Honorable Union Minister of State, Defence, Dr. Subhash Ramrao Bomri, my colleagues, the Honorable Minister for Electricity, Provision and Excise, Sri P. Thangamani, the Honorable Minister for Industries, Sri M. C. Shambat, Dr. Ajay Kumar, IAS, Secretary, Defence Protection, Government of India, Dr. Krija Vaidyanathan, Chief Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru K. Jnanadeshikan, Additional Chief Secretary, Industries Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, senior officials of the Defence Forces and of the Government of India and Government of Tamil Nadu, representatives of industry, international delegates, distinguished members of the audience and members from press and media. We are all assembled here at a historical event, the 10th and the largest edition of Defence Expo, which exhibits our nation's pride and shows vigor of our defence forces. This is the first Defence Expo being hosted here in Tamil Nadu. We welcome the Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Defence Minister and all the delegates attending this event in Tamil Nadu. It is very appropriate that the Defence Expo is being inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister. This event will enable the true realization of the Honorable Prime Minister's dream of Make in India. I feel very proud to remember that the late Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Purachi Thalavi Amma, had envisioned the establishment of industrial corridors and aerospace park as part of the Vision Tamil Nadu 2023. The Government of India and the Government of Tamil Nadu, working in tandem, are realizing this vision. I am grateful to the Honorable Defence Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, who has directed the DPRS should be speedily formulated to implement the defence protection part in Tamil Nadu, connecting Chennai, Hosur, Trichy and Coimbatore. Tamil Nadu is well placed for the development of such defence manufacturing corridors with the necessary physical infrastructure and high quality equipment resources. The Honorable Defence Minister has worked in close coordination with the Government of Tamil Nadu to ensure the success of this event. On behalf of the people and Government of Tamil Nadu, I thank Honorable Prime Minister for his efforts. A number of initiatives have been launched by the Government of Tamil Nadu to enhance the ease of doing business. In the Housing and Urban Development Department, we are assuring that all industrial planning permissions will be granted on a single window basis within 30 days. In addition, we will also launch an online single window planning permission for all types of applicants in the state within the next 2 months. We are committed to achieving Puratchi Thalavi Amma's dream for the state of Tamil Nadu. We thank the Honorable Prime Minister for his continuing support for our quest. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. Today, on this momentous and historic occasion, more than 35 countries, including the embassies, are connected live to this glorious event wherein the foreign representatives and nationals are watching and becoming the part of Defence Expo 2018. And these countries are Australia, Germany, Netherlands, Finland, South Korea, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Afghanistan, Nigeria, and many more. Now, may I request Honorable Raksha Mantri Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman to kindly address the august gathering.
Namaskar, ellarukkum vanakkam. மதிப்புக்கும் மரியாதைக்கும் உரிய பாரத பிரதமர் திரு நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களே, most respected and honorable Prime Minister of India, the Chief Minister and Governor of Tamil Nadu, Deputy Chief Minister and my ministerial colleague Sri Pon Radhakrishnan ji, and the secretaries and officials of the Ministry of Defence, the three chiefs of the armed forces, the Army, Navy and the Air Force, dignitaries who've come from various different countries, and also the invited participants, the small and medium industries who have come to showcase their products, the media, and also all invited guests. It gives me immense pleasure, and with a sense of gratitude to the Prime Minister, who actually has propagated the idea of making in India and making sure that defence production is part of this whole Make in India theme, but defence production more than that is not just the main part, but is the heart of Make in India. So the entire propulsion for this theme is derived and sourced from that call of the Prime Minister from the ramparts of Red Fort, inviting everyone to come to India and make in India. Today, as always, the Defence Expo, which is being held once in 2 years, showcases the best of defence equipments, armaments and other military ammunitions and so on, the stores that as they would refer to, are all showcased by many leading producers. But more importantly, because of the Make in India slogan, not only are we going to buy from the various manufacturers, but giving them a place also and an option also for them to produce in India. But even more happy augury is the fact that 50% of this export today has Indian manufacturers and largely among them small and medium industries. So the idea of promoting India as a defense manufacturing hub is finding its first realization in this Defense Expo, where you have many Indian participants already showcasing what they produce. All this is under the inspiration of the Prime Minister, who, as Raksha Rajya Mantri said, has given us the time and honor of being here today to formally inaugurate this Defense Expo 2018. On behalf of the Ministry of Defense, all the participants, invited guests, I place on record my sense of appreciation and thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister for being here, inaugurating it, and he'll also be seeing some of the display of Indian-made equipments which will be showing their prowess. I hope the participants will have a very meaningful 4 days being here, signing up different contracts, and also making sure that the business exposure that they get here through the Indian participation will be of productive use for our manufacturers. The defense corridor idea, which has essentially come from the Prime Minister, for which the Finance Minister made a provision in the Indian budget, has resulted in the formation of 2 defense production corridors, one in Tamil Nadu, the other one in Uttar Pradesh. We hope to go with great speed with the cooperation of the industries to have these activated and equally performing, so that India actually realizes the dream of the Prime Minister for Make in India and making India a defense manufacturing and exporting hub. There are several policy decisions that we've taken in order to facilitate the Indian-made, Indian-designed, Indian-manufactured products. Similarly, we have also brought in great flexibility for those OEMs who come from abroad, from whom we purchased equipments, for their offset obligation fulfillment. The offset obligation fulfillment will now be a bit more flexible, so that you have an option to choose Indian offset partners or products. So lots more is happening. Policy is being relaxed. And in this occasion, therefore, to have the Prime Minister inaugurate also gives me great satisfaction. I hope with all your participation, this Defense Expo will be a grand success for everyone who's here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Madam. May I request the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru E.K. Palaniswamy, to kindly address us.
Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Governor, Honorable Union Defence Minister, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Union Minister of State for Finance and Shipping, Honorable Union Minister of State for Defence, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, my cabinet colleagues, Honorable MLAs, MPs, Secretary Defence Protection, Dr. Ajay Kumar, Chief Secretary Dr. Grijja Vaityanathan, Additional Chief Secretary Industries Department, Thiru K. Nanadesigan, Chiefs and Vice Chiefs of Defence Forces, other officers, dignitaries from various countries, industries and delegates, defence veterans, friends from press and media, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Defence Minister for having organized this grand global event in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. உறுப்பு அமைந்து ஊர் அஞ்சா வெல்படை வேந்தன் வெறுக்கையுள் எல்லாம் தலை. The greatest wealth for a country is its wholesome defense capability shared. Our legendary Saint Thiruvalluvar. Tamil Nadu is known for its military capabilities since ancient times, especially from the periods of Cholas, Cheras, Pandyas to Pallavas. The kingdoms had large armies and their campaigns took over language, culture and tradition across the Bay of Bengal and behind. Making arms and ammunition is not new to Tamil Nadu. Centuries ago, Tamil Nadu had produced innovative weapons and mastered metallurgy. Tamil Nadu is well poised to make defense combat systems, aero components, shipbuilding, electronic warfare, common clothing, etc. The Vision Tamil Nadu 2023 document unveiled by our late Honorable Chief Minister Puruchi Thalavi Amma lays special emphasis on aerospace and defense sector. Yes, we all know the strong industrial environment and availability of highly skilled human resources are our fundamental strengths which keep Tamil Nadu in a leadership position in automobile and energy manufacturing. The next logical step is towards defense and aerospace manufacturing. There are large number of aerospace and defense related companies in Tamil Nadu catering not only to our defense PSUs but also supplying their components to larger global companies. Honorable Prime Minister Sir, Tamil Nadu would like to contribute 24% of India's defense needs in terms of products and service. We shall support our defense force by providing them capabilities of efficiently protect our border. To meet this objective, the state government has enacted a Business Association Act for ensuring timely clearance and ease of doing business in the state. Government of Tamil Nadu is in the process of coming out with an exclusive aerospace and defense policy with an objective of achieving 25% share of the sector in India and creating high-end employment opportunities for around 1 lakh persons in Tamil Nadu. Development of Chennai Aerospace and Defense Park in Sriperumbudur is one such initiative to start with. This park is being set up in 250 acres in the first phase, which is expandable to 500 acres in the next phase. I thank the Honorable Prime Minister for the announcement of Defence Corridor project in the last Union budget. In fact, it has come handy for our efforts in enhancing the prevailing defence manufacturing ecosystem. Government of Tamil Nadu will provide its wholehearted support to the Defence Corridor project and will provide proper road connectivity, full power supply and other infrastructure requirements. The new defence procurement policy announcement by Government of India has created excellent business opportunities to Indian companies. This policy, combined with the manufacturing capabilities of the domestic companies, have opened up new states in the aerospace and defence manufacturing sectors in India in general and Tamil Nadu is particular. This is in tune with the Make in India policy launched by the Honorable Prime Minister. Tamil Nadu has the largest number of medium and small scale industries in the country. They should come forward to take up large projects and programs from Defence Forces, DRDO, ISRO and other central defence PSUs. The state government will really support such moves by the MSMEs. Aircraft maintenance, repair and overhauling activities are equally important area in Air Force and defense sector, which offer huge employment and economic opportunities. Hence, we are focusing on establishing an MRO complex in Chennai. Yes, Chennai has all capabilities to emerge as the global MRO hub. The state welcomes reputed MRO operators to set up their operations in Tamil Nadu. I take this opportunity to welcome all to invest in the Tamil Nadu, and I assure you all support and assistance on behalf of the government of Tamil Nadu. I request the Honorable Prime Minister to consider establishing a manufacturing facility by HAL for light combat aircraft and helicopters in Salem, and also consider establishing a defense MRO in Coimbatore, APS. Tamils are known for courage and patriotism. We shall always fulfill our responsibilities to our motherland, and we shall to take the lead in manufacturing the best aircrafts, ships and armaments for our soldiers. Long live India, long live Tamil Nadu, long live our brave sons and daughters who are at the forefront safeguarding the country. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. India has emerged as one of the fastest growing startup hubs in the world. IDEX is a new initiative of the Department of Defence Production, Ministry of Defence, Government of India, in the collaboration with Startup India and Atal Innovation Mission. This initiative will encourage our youth startups to take up the challenges with pride and contribute towards facilitating various innovations in defence sector. May I now request the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji to kindly launch the IDEX scheme.
भारत बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है, आगे बढ़ने वाला है और उसमें आप लोगों की अहम भूमिका रहने वाली है। क्या भारत ये सपना नहीं देख सकता कि हम दुनिया में स्टार्टअप की दुनिया में भारत नंबर 1 पर पहुंचेगा? आने वाले दिनों में स्टार्टअप इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया।
Young minds should be encouraged to use new innovations for defense.
Technology that will be produced by the defense and a young startup together will be world class. Involving youth in defense research related activities will ensure that India is globally at par with other countries.
Startups have emerged as the new drivers of technological development and innovation in recent years, with the core objective of encouraging startups for creating a flexible, cost-effective and next-generation innovation for the defense and aerospace sector, presenting IDEX, Innovations for Defense Excellence. Building on similar successful models worldwide and aligned with the Startup India and Atal Innovation Mission, IDEX is a platform to bring together defense establishments on the one hand and MSMEs, startups and individual innovators, R&D institutes and academia on the other. IDEX aims at executing 3 critical functions: exploration and development of new technologies, rapid piloting of prototype and ensuring quick feedback to innovators, indigenization of defense and aerospace related platforms. As the executive arm of the Defense Innovation Organization, the IDEX aims to create channels for innovators to engage and interact with the Indian defense population industry. To achieve this, new defense innovation hubs will be created across the country. IDEX is being formed by DIO, which is a path-breaking effort of HAL and BEL. Other DPSUs would also be joining soon. Through a professional and independent management of IDEX, the defense hubs aim at cutting red tape and harness tech development expertise for defense innovation to foster a collaborative culture. The long-term objective is the establishment of an environment where enlisting the effort of innovators by the Indian military is frequent and commonplace. In line with the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, IDEX opens opportunities for our young innovators and contributes to India's defense needs.
Yes, India is now geared to joining the nations for producing world-class defense equipments and systems. India has arrived. Thank you, sir. Under the inspiring leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and driven by his vision of Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat, we all are witnessing the emergence of a progressive, rising and a strong and secure India. 1.2 billion Indians are now marching ahead together to realize the grand vision of New India set out by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. May I request the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji to kindly address us and guide us, show us the way forward.
Governor of Tamil Nadu, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, my ministerial colleagues, the three service chiefs, distinguished visitors, friends, Kalai Vanakkam. Namaskaram. A very good morning to you all. This is the 10th edition of Defence Expo. Some of you may have attended this event several times. A few may even have been attending it since its start. But for me, this is the first time at Defence Expo. I am both delighted and overwhelmed to see such a keen gathering here in this historic region of Kanchipuram in the great state of Tamil Nadu. I am very happy to be here in the land of the great Cholas who established India's historic links through trade and education. This is the land of our glorious maritime legacy. This is the land from where India looked east and acted east thousands of years ago. Friends, it is wonderful to see over 500 Indian companies along with over 150 foreign companies present here. More than 40 countries have sent their official delegations as well. It is an opportunity like none other, not only to discuss India's defense requirement, but also to showcase for the first time ever in such a manner India's own defense manufacturing capabilities to the world. Armed forces the world over know the importance of supply chains. But it is not just on the battlefields, but also on the factory floors of defense manufacturing enterprises that strategized decisions are made. Today, we live in an interconnected world. The efficiency of supply chain is a key factor in any manufacturing enterprise. Therefore, the strategic imperative to make in India, to make for India, and to supply to the world from India is stronger than ever before. Friends, thousands of years of history of India shows that we have never desired any one's territory. Rather than winning countries through wars, India has believed in winning hearts. This is the land from where the message of peace and universal brotherhood has gone out since Vedic times. This is the land from where the light of Buddhism spread to the world. In fact, from the time of Ashoka and even earlier, India had believed in using strength to protect the highest ideals of humanity. In modern times, more than 130,000 Indian soldiers sacrificed their lives in World War in the last century. India had no claim on territory, but Indian soldiers fought for restoring peace and upholding human values. Independent India has also sent one of the largest numbers of UN peacekeeping keepers to places all over the world. At the same time, an important responsibility of the state is to protect its own citizens. The great Indian thinker and strategist Kautilya wrote the Arthashastra more than 2,000 years ago. He said that the king or the ruler must protect his people. And he also said that peace is preferable to war. India's defense preparedness is guided by these thoughts. Our commitment to peace is just as strong as our commitment to protect our people and our territory. And for this, we are ready to take all steps required to equip our armed forces, including through the establishment of a strategically independent defense industrial complex. Friends, We are conscious that creating a defense industrial complex is far from simple. We know that a lot needs to be done, and many pieces of this puzzle need to fit together. We are also aware that the defense manufacturing sector is unique in terms of government involvement. You need the government to grant a license to manufacture. Since the government is almost the only buyer in India, you also need the government to grant an order. And you need the government even to grant permission to export. Therefore, over the last few years, we have made a humble beginning on defense manufacturing licenses, on defense offset, on defense exports, clearances, on foreign direct investment in defense manufacturing, and on reforming our defense procurement. We have taken many steps. In all these areas, our regulations, processes, and procedures have been made more industry-friendly, more transparent, more predictable, and more outcome-oriented. The defense product list of the purpose of issuing licenses has been revised, and most of the components, parts, subsystem, testing equipment, and production equipment have been removed from the list to reduce entry barriers for the industry, especially for the small and medium enterprises. Initial validity of industrial license has been increased from 3 years to 15 years, with provision to further extend it by 3 years. Offset guidelines have been made flexible by allowing changes of Indian offset partners and offset components even in contract already signed. Foreign original equipment manufacturers are not now required to indicate the details of Indian offset partners and products at the time of signing of contracts. We have also reinstated services as an avenue of discharging offsets. The standard operating procedure for issue of export authorization has been simplified and put in public domain. The requirement of government sign and user certificate for export of parts and components and other non-sensitive military stores, sub-assemblies and subsystems has been done away with. The defense industry sector was closed to the private sector till May 2001, when it was first opened up to private sector participation by the government of Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. We have taken a step forward and revised the foreign direct investment cap of 26% to 49% through the automatic route, and even up to 100% on a case-to-case basis. The defense procurement procedure has also been revised with many specific provisions for stimulating the growth of domestic defense industry. We have also denotified some items earlier made exclusively by ordnance factories so that the private sector, especially the micro, small and medium enterprises, can enter this space. For encouraging the development of micro and small enterprises in the defense sector, the public procurement policy for micro and small enterprises, which was notified in 2012, has been made mandatory from April 2015. And we have seen some encouraging initial results. In May 2014, the total number of defense increases issued stood at 215. In less than 4 years, we have issued 144 more licenses through a much more transparent and predictable process. In May 2014, the total number of defense export permission granted stood at 118 for a total value of $577 million. In less than 4 years, we have issued 794 more export permissions for a total value of over $1.3 billion. From 2007 to 2013, the targeted offset obligations were $1.24 billion, of which only $0.79 billion worth of offset were actually discharged. That is an achievement rate of only about 63%. From 24 to 2017, 2014 to 2017, the targeted offset obligations were $1.79 billion, of which $1.42 billion worth of offsets were realized. This is an achievement rate of close to 80%. Procurement from micro and small enterprises by the defense public sector undertakings and ordnance factories has gone up from about rupees 3,300 crores in 2014-15 to over rupees 4,250 crores in 2016-17. This is an increase of close to 30% and 30% in 4 years. It is heartening to note that the contribution of small and medium scale sector to defense production has grown by 200% in the last 4 years, and they are increasingly also becoming part of the global supply chains. I am also pleased that the share of Indian vendors in the procurement orders placed through defense capital expenditure has grown up from about 50% during 2011 to 14 to over 60% during the last 3 years. I'm sure that this will improve further in the years ahead. Friends, having said that, I'm aware that we need to do a lot more, and we are committed to do so. We are committed to building a defense industrial complex that has room for everyone, public sector, private sector, as well as foreign firms. We are committed to establishing 2 defense industrial corridors, one right now here in Tamil Nadu and one in Uttar Pradesh. This defense industrial corridors will utilize the existing defense manufacturing ecosystem in these regions and further build upon it. These corridors will become the engine of economic development and growth of defense industrial base in the country. We have also established a defense investor cell to assist and hand-holding the investors involved in defense production. Friends, government support for technology, innovation, research and development is essential for defense sector. A technology perspective and capability roadmap has been released to help the industry in planning and initiating technology development partnership and production arrangements. In recent years, we have also taken various initiatives like Make in India, Startup India and Atal Innovation Mission to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship in the Indian commercial ecosystem. Today, we have launched the Innovation for Defense Excellence scheme. It will set up defense innovation hubs throughout the country to provide necessary incubation and infrastructure support to the startups in defense area. Private venture capital into the defense sector, especially for startups, will also be encouraged. New and emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and robotics are perhaps the most important determinants of defensive and offensive capabilities for any defense force in the future. India, with its leadership in information technology domain, would strive to use this technology till to its advantage. Friends, the former president and a great son of Tamil Nadu and India, Bharat Ratna, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, had called upon all of us to dream and dream. Dreams transform into thoughts and thoughts result into action. Our dream is to develop the ecosystem to foster an environment of new and creative entrepreneurship in the defense manufacturing sector. And for this, in the weeks ahead, we will undertake extensive consultations with all stakeholders, including both Indian and foreign companies, about our defense production and defense procurement policy space. I call upon all of you to actively participate in this exercise. Our aim is not just to discuss, but to draw the right lessons. Our intention is not to lecture, but to listen. Our goal is not merely to tinker, but to transform. Friends, we want to move fast, but we do not want to take shortcuts. There was a time when, like many other aspects of governance, the critical issue of defense preparedness was also hampered by policy paralysis. We have seen the damage such laziness, incompetence, or perhaps some hidden motives can cause to the nation. Not now, not anymore, never again. Issues that should have been long addressed by previous governments are being resolved now. You would have seen how the issue of providing bulletproof jackets to Indian Army soldiers was kept hanging for years. And you would have also seen that we have brought the process to a successful conclusion with a contract that will provide a boost to defense manufacturing in India. You would also recall the long-drawn process of procurement of fighter aircraft that never reached any conclusion. We have not only taken bold action to meet our immediate critical requirements, but we have also initiated a new process to procure 110 fighter aircraft. We do not want to spend 10 years in discussions without any tangible outcomes. We will work with you with a sense of mission to keep our defense forces equipped with state-of-the-art systems and to create the necessary domestic manufacturing ecosystem to achieve all this our goal. And in all our efforts to pursue efficiency and effectiveness in partnership with you, we will be guided by the highest ideals of integrity and probity. Friends, this sacred land brings to my mind the legend Thiruvalluvar, a celebrated Tamil poet and philosopher. He had said, Tottanai Turum Manakkarnai Madakka Katnai Turim Ediyu. Meaning, in sandy soil, when deep you delve, you reach the springs below. The more you learn, the freer streams of wisdom flow. I am confident that Defence Expo will provide the opportunity to professionals and industry to find new meeting ground for developing military-industrial enterprises. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, sir, for your inspiring address. Thank you, sir, for giving Indians the pride, optimism and vision of new India. Thank you so much, sir. We also thank all the esteemed dignitaries for gracing this occasion. I thank our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. May I request you all to kindly stay back till the Honorable Prime Minister departs. Thank you all for your presence. Kindly stay back. And after this, kindly join us at the live demo area, and the exit gate is on your left. Kindly stay back for some time. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Vanakkam.
We have a special announcement for the dignitaries in the VIP 1 and VIP 2 area. We humbly request the dignitaries in the VIP zone to please remain seated until the Honorable Prime Minister's convoy leaves